it's Kat and Katie again with another weekly mindset for you. So this week we're going to be talking about Amazonite and how that represents confidence. So it's a gorgeous stone. Katie's going to go ahead and read the affirmation card that comes with any of our Amazonite jewelry pieces so you can learn a little bit more about the stone. And then, we'll get into just kind of that mindset and why we think that confidence is one of our personal favorites for sure.
It's amazing. Okay, so with its beautiful shades of light teal, Amazonite is an excellent stone for exuding confidence. It serves as a reminder to develop your own personal truth and can give you courage to follow your convictions. Amazonite can provide a sense of stability, allowing you to pursue your aspirations with certainty, clarity, and confidence. So good. I feel like I need to wear Amazonite every day.
It's definitely, I think, one of my personal pieces that gets worn a lot. And because it's, again, the dual combination. Like sometimes, obviously our pieces are beautiful. You're just going to reach for a piece because it's just gorgeous and it's calling to you. And then I do like that you can still be like, okay, in this moment, I'm still going to lean into whatever affirmation goes with this piece. But Amazonite is like the double whammy. You get the confidence, which you always feel so good and so needed, along with kind of like a gorgeous stone that goes with a lot and just has a really cool vibe to it.
It does. A very neutral stone.
Yes. Yeah, it's got like the light teals and sometimes even like the tans or...
Yeah, so Melissa, a member on our team, she actually posted a picture on probably Instagram and tagged us and was like, oh my gosh, I love this stone. And it was just a bunch of Amazonite gemstones next to each other. And she talked about how much it reminded her of the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
And what those stones in that picture totally looked like waves and sand and so cute.
Yes, Amazonite really is fun. So good. I love it.
Yeah, good stuff.
So what do you feel like with channeling confidence? Why is confidence important to you, Katie? And how do you try to tap into that more?
Great question. Couldn't tell you.
Yes, you can.
Confidence is hard. I feel like, so for me, usually when I'm in a situation when I really need the confidence, I kind of have to put on a face and a mask. And I don't love doing that because it doesn't feel genuine to me. But sometimes it's really, I just can't handle, I don't love big groups of people, things like that. And so sometimes I really do have to just pretend to be somebody else, or pretend to be the version of me that I would see in that situation do really well.
Okay.
And so then I feel like it comes across as like, oh, I have my customer service voice and I'm, handling people. But when my husband is with me, he does not see that at all. He goes, no, that feels very genuine. You are so good at connecting with people and, you just have so much confidence. I feel like you could talk to anybody. And I'm like burying myself under all of the things. And I'm like, really? I don't feel like that. And he goes, no, you look so confident and you look like you're totally just in the zone. And I'm like, so am I really not putting on a face? And that just is another side of me that I'm still working on, but that's still me. And that's just the confidence. It's not a mask. It's just confidence.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but that's just been something interesting to have him observe in me that is still a struggle, that it's just something I'm working on. So
with the confidence, it's like, I wonder if anyone actually, if it ever gets to that point where you just feel as confident as you are. It's like we do, but we don't. There's this fake it till you make it concept that I feel like is in play here, where we want to lean into authenticity and being ourselves. But like you said, at some point, even though it doesn't feel like ourselves, I feel like it is still, just because you don't, I don't know, we're so conditioned. I think that's more like our conditioning that's blocking us. I feel like maybe what it is, it's kind of like this concept of with my kids, I think we've talked about before. It's I'm trying to teach them all the time, you don't have to be good you are good.
Yeah.
And again, that's maybe a parenting philosophy. Like maybe not even everyone subscribes to that. Maybe I'm wrong in that thinking, but it's like this societal upbringing of like, we have to earn, we have to be like, in order to be worthy of love or attention or whatever, we have to be and do like certain things instead of just like, no, you just are, you don't have to earn love or like, and so it's like it's in all of us. We kind of come with that confidence of just being okay with exactly who we are, all of our flaws, all of our strengths, perfection, like whatever it is. And and so it's like that confidence, even though it feels like it's not you, it is. And it's just like you're just peeling away some of those layers that aren't actually you. So it feels like it's not you, but it is you. And it's just strengthening those muscles and trying to like maybe like peel away those layers a little bit more,
That totally makes sense. And that's like kind of what I wonder.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just like little voices in the back of your head that are trying to, that cause some little doubts in you. But yeah, I really look up to people. Like I can't even name anybody right now, but I know that there are so many people like on social media and like even in my own personal life where they just are so true to themselves. And it's like you can see the confidence just in the way that they walk and in the way that they show up in the world. It's like, okay, yeah, like that is you. And I totally know that like you are just so confident in everything that you are, everything that you say. It's just so genuine and authentic, and I love seeing that. And that's what I want to be. Yeah. But I'm just still on my journey of getting there.
Yes, I think we are. And that's what I'm wondering, because like in that same vein, it's really interesting. I have like a college friend of mine, Tracy. Shout out. Tracy. But like we've stayed in touch over the years, and she's so sweet. But it's like, like people sometimes will tell you something and it just like always sticks with you. And it's so like, I love that concept. Like we're just like, you put these little ripples out there and you say things to people and you have interactions, and sometimes you have no idea. Sometimes they forget about it 5 minutes after talking to you. Sometimes they don't. Well, this is like one of those for me. And she told me once, she's like, Kat, you're like one of the most confident people I know. And well, thank you. But it's so like her saying that to me, because I still like, it was such a weird thing because I don't feel that way. And in some regard, it's like I definitely do. I'm not as like it's not even like I try to be. It's just because my brain is so just ADHD. It's like I don't even have time to process that what I'm about to say or do is maybe like not the best thing or socially acceptable. And so I just do it without like even thinking about it. But I think that maybe like sometimes, but I still don't feel like I would not be like, oh my gosh, Katie, I have so much confidence, because I definitely don't feel that way. There's like so many things that I'm like, oh, this is still scary and this is still hard. And I'm like, I don't know. Again, I'm maybe still on my journey. Like there is, I can't even think of her name now, but there is this like one like kind of like influencer lady that I've kind of like found on Instagram, and she's a little bit older and she's just beautiful. Like she's got the gray hair and she's like, you are perfect the way you are. Like this whole like this beauty industry of we gotta now, and like we gotta look a certain way and smell a certain way, and like all of these things, like be a certain like shape and size and colors and this and makeup and all the things as women. And she's like, you're you're just like perfect just the way you are. And so it's like, I wonder, I'm like, okay, but I would be so interesting, like if I had a conversation with her about confidence, because she seems like that's what she preaches, is just like, be confident. And I'm like, I wonder if she still feels kind of like what you and I feel, like this, like, yes, I have some strengths and stuff. And I do, for the most part, think I'm like a cool, whatever human, but there's this part of you that's still like, but I'm still scared and I'm still a little bit worried. And I wonder if she's got to that level where she's just like, no, I don't even, like, I'm so confident. I just show up exactly. And I'm like, I wonder if we can get there, or if it's just always human nature that no matter what, you're always going to have a little bit of that, that ego, those little negative voices inside you.
Well, maybe people just get better at ignoring the insecurities. Like they're still there, but it's just, you don't care. So what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And again, like that self-talk, like so, like it's just like subliminal, not like, but you just hear it in your mind and you don't even realize it. I don't even realize, like so often, like looking in the mirror, showing up, like confronting something. And I'm like, oh, I suck at this. This is hard. Like it's just that thing in your head, and just learning to rewire it and retrain it. And it's like any little muscle in our body.
Yes. Get out. I know, like the biggest muscle, you could argue.
That's so true.
It's crazy. Yeah, that I think that's where affirmations and like journaling. I say journaling all the time. I feel like every episode I'm like, journaling!
This is the
But
answer.
it really is for me.
I love it.
Because it just gets it out of my head. And if I can just write down like all of my thoughts, get everything out, then it's not just spiraling in my head. And then I can get it out and then put what I want back in. And so then when I listen to affirmation videos all the time. And that's when, after I get everything out, then I'm just telling myself, what do I want to feel instead? What do I want to like see myself as instead? And so that's been helpful for me. It's silly sometimes, and it feels like, okay, I'm just saying words. It doesn't matter. But I think over time that can help. And I feel like I'm definitely more confident than I was. And I'm way more like willing. I can talk to somebody and not have an issue. And I can be blunt enough to like speak my truth when it's important to me. So I don't know. I think you just get used to where you're at right now and you forget how far you've come. And so if you look back, maybe you're a lot further along than you were. I don't know. It's hard though, because retraining your brain that is so used to this routine and this habit is tricky. Because it just wants what's easy, because existing is hard.
It's like my kryptonite. I'm like, easy, sign me up, ding, ding, ding.
Right?
Yes, I love that you brought up that concept. And this is something like we need to figure out, kind of like as, again, we're building the WonderLight Jewelry company and the brand and our values. Like we've kind of, I feel like, settle on like our mission is to help women feel more mindful, aligned, and present in our jewelry. Because again, that's what, like when you put that piece on, that's kind of like what you're channeling, what you're focusing on, you're setting that intention for your day. But there's this also this other side, and I know we talked about it again before we kind of like landed here, and it's like I still want that to live in our messaging. And again, it's like a 3-word thing, and I'm like, they're both really important. Like it is, I love helping women feel more mindful, aligned, and present, but it's like in that same breath, I don't ever want to, again, when we get in the self-help world and always trying to better ourselves, we lose this feeling of enoughness. And that's why it's like I also want women to feel energized, empowered, and enough.
Right.
And so it's like I really have gone back and forth with both, and I still, it's like I want them both. I'm like, how do I present them in like the typical, well, these are company mission and value, but this is also still really important to me. But as we like every time we talk about like these mindsets, but it's that exact concept should not be, this is not meant to be like, oh, I need more confidence, I'm going to reach for my confidence. No, you have so much confidence. Like, yes, sure, like channel more of it, celebrate that though in you. And like, even like sometimes the jewelry that we can put on, it's not even so much like, oh, I'm not enough, I need more of this to be enough. It can be like, I know I have enough of this, I am enough, and I want to celebrate that in me and even bring it out even more, you know, like, again, almost like flipping that affirmation on itself. And again, we'll go like, and we'll say the confidence affirmation we have, which is important, but it's like, the affirmation is also, I am this, I am confident. Like you said, in my soul, like whatever, you know, you believe, like that different, like, who am I concept. It's like, no, I am this. And I just now need to continue to like, let those layers be okay to fall away, to feel that.
Yes. And I love that part. The branding is hard, but the idea
we put both of those messages out there.
Right? Like we want to, you know, encourage growth, and life is a journey and you change and grow, but it's also you grow from what's inside of you. Yeah. Like it's there. You just have to strengthen that muscle so it will show, or even just let go of everything else, and you're not growing more confidence, it's just already there. You're just letting it shine and letting go of whatever is hiding it. I don't know.
So that's so tricky, even again for us, like, okay, in the actual like marketing and the presentation, I'm like, how do we make sure that women still like, they get, it's exciting to be ready to grow on your journey and do that. But you're also, it's okay that like right where you are is perfect, and
Yeah.
you're
perfect and amazing.
All right. I think that was good. Good conversations around confidence. I love it. Again, Amazonite. And I think that's why we do have, I look at all of our mindsets, we have like a decent amount of pieces in our collection because we do gravitate to that stone. So there's a beautiful selection that people can go and check out on the website of all of our Amazonite pieces.
Yes,
But
there's plenty.
yes, plenty to choose from. So.
Yes. Well, let's do our affirmation. The Amazonite confidence affirmation is, with every breath I take, my confidence grows.
I love it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And we will see you next week when we talk about another mindset on mindful moments with WonderLight Jewelry.